Are we streaming? We're streaming. Are we good? Do 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 do. Gotta share the stream. Gotta share the stream. Do 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 do. And there we go. It's all shared. Okay. Okay. We good on audio? Hello? Well, that's a problem. On their lap there. Huh? 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 Wait, it's working? I'm just gonna assume it's working. Okay. Weird, but okay. Let me actually... I gotta bring my render distance down to 5. This is where we're at with... You can barely see anything! Oh no, chat. What the fuck is this? This is what I have to play at? This is really what I have to play at. How's the stream running?
Like shit.
Oh, thank you.
No,
it's running fine.
Yeah, but the block draw distance.
The render distance, yeah, this is true Java Edition gameplay right here.
Literally 1984.
Exactly. They removed my frames. Or not my... Well, yeah, they did remove my frames. I'm at 43 FPS. And I'm at 5 render distance.
I still can't get over your fuckboy haircut.
Yeah, cry about it.
Your Honor, cry about it.
Your Honor, cry about it. I think I was getting... yeah, I was getting the same frame rate at 8 render distance. So back to 8 it is, because it actually looks halfway decent. I'm getting more frames at 8 render distance. What the fuck? And the stream's still running fine. Ish. Fine-ish. I should specify.
Oh, there it went. There, it chucked for a second.
Yeah. This is a preview version of Optifine 1.19.84, so...
Ha!
Yeah, it's a preview version. It's gonna be a bit buggy, but it's fine.
Have you even read 1984?
I read half of it because I had to do a research paper on it for AP Lit. I didn't get to finish it because it was like 300. No, yeah, like how long was that fucking book? I don't remember.
It was around 300.
Yeah, like 300 some pages, and I'm a slow reader, so I didn't really get to finish it.
I'm a mid-reader.
Basically, I was just too slow and had to finish it through Spark Notes. But I did read it.
What's the longest book you've ever read? Like, how many pages was it?
God, I don't fucking know. Actually, no, I do know. It's Great Expectations, because that book
You had to read it
is
for
like
book report?
50... No, we had to read it in class, not even for the report we had to do. The reports, we got to choose our own novels. But we all had to read Great Expectations.
Lucky. Summer reading, you got to choose your own. I didn't.
It wasn't even summer reading, it was just for the class.
Was my school the only school that did summer reading?
Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, and they wouldn't even let us pick our own books. We had to do a book, because, of course, they're not going to be reading 30 different books for 30 different students. So they only read the same book, so it was literally 1984.
Literally 1984. We're gonna fight the Wither.
The books we had to read include, And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. The Schwa was here by I don't even know who. The report card by I don't remember who. And then there was this one book I had to read going into high school, and I literally only remember the title of the book. It was The Chocolate Race. And I only remember 2 lines from that book because of how much it caught me off guard. I don't even know if I can say them on stream.
Interesting.
The one character asks another character, how many times do you J-O in a day? And then the other answer is 2 times.
What?
That's all I remember from the fucking book because of that. Because it caught me off guard.
What?
Okay, the longest book I ever read that I can remember off the top of my head is Kingdom Keepers 3 Disney in Shadow, I think it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 545 pages.
Oh, nice. I don't even know what the longest book I've ever read was. I just know Great Expectations was stupidly long. To the point where I literally said, like, in class, this book is too long.
Why do I hear people screaming outside my house?
Why? That is a good question. Why do you hear people screaming?
Is 1984 happening and no one told me?
Apparently. There's gonna be a building project here, but as you can see, we need a beacon.
Wait, go back. I didn't read it because it chugged. I didn't get to read it because it chugged.
It just says coming soon. It's just a
I think it's
soon.
it looked like it said Kino der Toten.
Oh, it is German, but it's not Kino.
Has anyone done that? Has anyone created Kino in
fucking
Minecraft?
course they've made like every zombies map in fucking Minecraft, dude. We're gonna do that. Yes.
What is the worst zombies map that isn't a remaster?
The worst zombies map that isn't a remaster?
And no easy targets like, this one because it is in Black Ops 4.
I was gonna say Burger Town, but okay, yeah, we can pick on Black Ops 4.
No, my answer that I've played.
Actually, no. Vanguard. That is the only answer.
Well, the ones that I've played, out of the ones that I've played, and I haven't played Vanguard. So
I've played Vanguard, so I'm allowed to say Vanguard.
Oh, I can't. One of my answers is definitely ZNS.
Zetsubo, really? Honestly, I've never played Zetsubo. I have it, I've just never decided to play it.
I played it like 3 times. Like, I feel like that's a big problem that stretches across all of Black Ops 3 maps, is because they were given such, because of the reason that Black Ops 1 and 2 maps are so easily replayable is because they were given this little thing called, what's the word? That was called, engine limits.
Oh, yeah. They weren't allowed to just be massive fucking fetch quests and shit. They had to actually, condense everything.
Unless it was an Easter egg.
Right.
Which even then, most Easter eggs weren't that bad. Like, Kino's Easter egg was so fucking easy.
I feel like the Easter eggs really just started going overboard at, Origins.
I could also say that for Moon. Moons was pretty long. So was Call of the Dead's.
Hmm.
Call of the Dead's.
I mean, Black
the
Ops
cool
1
thing-
introduced Easter eggs, though, so they were just, like, testing things out.
The cool thing about the Call of the Dead Easter egg is that it changes whether you're playing solo or multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because it account like that's better than a lot of the other Easter eggs where you have to have 4 players to do it.
Yeah.
Call of the Dead actually knows that some people have no friends.
It acknowledges, oh yeah, you don't have friends. I think
One
I'm
thing I hate
gonna
about
spawn the wither over
Treyarch. One
here.
thing I hate about Treyarch is such an asshole when it comes to like copyright.
Are they?
The one example I can remember off the top of my head is when Tim Hansen was streaming, and in the middle of his stream, you know how with all the maps, for some reason, whenever you play solo, it makes you watch the cutscene.
Yeah.
Well, he had to watch the cutscene, and his stream got demonetized.
Which cutscene was it?
I don't remember exactly.
Was it Origins?
Maybe.
So I was about to say, if it's Shepard, if it's like Avenged Sevenfold, then yeah, that's not Treyarch's copyright problems. That's Sevenfold's copyright issues.
True.
Don't mind me just casually eating 2 golden apples right before the fight, because I have a lot. Anyways, let's fight the Wither! And... boop! Okay, easier.
What bands have you seen live?
Only 21 Pilots. That's it.
Sweet. I've seen Paul McCartney live. I've seen the Pixies. I've seen Weezer.
Weezer! Ah!
I've seen Weezer.
I'm wheezing! He's literally digging a hole right now. The Wither is digging a hole.
I was literally like 2 feet away.
Wait.
I was literally like 3 feet away from Rivers at one point.
Oh, you little
so.
shit.
The lead singer of Weezer, Rivers Cuomo. I was literally like 3 feet away from him at one point in the show. Because what happened
Oh,
was
I'm gonna die.
I was in. You know how every like most concert venues at least have
Got him.
like the floor level and then it goes back into stands.
Yeah.
Well, Rivers got on like this tiny little boat and like rode around the floor level and got right and like stopped right in front of where we were in the stands.
Yeah.
And I like literally I was in like the second row of the stands, so I just like was so close to him. I was like if I had held out my hand and he held out his hand, I'm pretty sure I could have grabbed his hand, but and he was there for an entire song. They played Take On Me.
Nice. Anyways, that fight was easy. Anyways, that's the stream, guys. Hope you enjoyed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I've also seen Good Charlotte. I've seen them live.
Oh, nice.
I've seen All Time Low live.
Yeah, my inventory's fine. Okay, let's go home.
I've seen Simple Plan. I've seen them live. I actually almost saw them live twice, but I didn't get a chance to see them. I've seen the Bahaman live. Yes, really.
The Bahaman? What the fuck are they?
Bahaman.
The Bahaman?
Bahaman.
Bahaman?
Bahaman, yes.
Mahogany.
No.
Autonomy?
Okay, I saw Bahaman live because at the time I worked at Disney World. And,
Disney! Oh, wait, I completely left that torch over here. What the fuck am I doing?
And at the time that I was working at Disney, Epcot was doing its Eat to the Beat festival.
Yeah.
Where a certain band will come out on certain dates and play at the American Pavilion, like on the stage there.
What am I doing? I have an elytra. I'm stupid.
Which is a better use of the which is a better use of the American Pavilion stage than whatever the fuck they were doing in summer 2019, where they were playing that god awful Guardians of the Galaxy stage show.
I got a feeling.
I'm not kidding. Yes, actually, they played that song. They played Queen's "Don't Stop Me Now." And
I would be surprised if they didn't play "Hooked on a Feeling."
My dumbass
didn't use the elytra.
Bahaman.
Bahaman?
played Hooked on a Feeling as well. And of course, they closed the show with Who Let the Dogs Out. I mean, why would they not?
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
They actually waved to my camera, like I was recording it 3 separate times. And I still have video of it.
Nice.
But the reason that the Guardians of the Galaxy stage show didn't work was because they only had 2 characters, Gamora and Peter. No one else was in the show.
Why? Where the fuck was everyone else?
I can understand not being able to get Rocket, like, cause like Rocket is.
Yeah, I can understand Rocket and Groot, but
no,
Drax?
They have had a walk around Groot, but it was like adult Groot. So I
Yeah,
understand why they
like
couldn't get Baby Groot there.
Yeah, they could easily
No, they did have Baby Groot. They had Seedling Groot, like when he was still in the pot.
Oh, that's cheating. Nah, that's cheating.
No, he would like move, like there was a controller off stage, but that was in Disneyland.
That's still cheap. That's cheating.
But no, they didn't have Drax. I've never seen Drax walk around character. But the problem with the Guardians of the Galaxy stage show is unlike Eat to the Beat, where it would play like twice a day and it would be every few days, and it was only like a certain time period out of the year. This was 7 days a week, like 4 or 5 shows a day, and it ruined the flow of Epcot's World Show. That creeper.
It's just he is the def.
He's like, hey.
Is that an invisible spider? What the fuck? What happened here?
Okay, now, it's because of your draw distance.
No, he's literally invisible. Look at him. You can see his eyes.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Homie, what? What happened to you? Sir?
Anyway, so the problem with the Guardians of the Galaxy stage show, I think it was like called Awesome Mix Live or something. And I never watched the show because it only played in like 2019, and I only went to Disney in 2019 once. But
the mobs just disappeared. Am I tripping balls? What the fuck?
Yes.
What?
But the problem with it is that because this isn't a pretend scenario, because this literally happened. You know how Epcot has the World Showcase area where it's like has 11 different countries you can walk through. And how they're all very, like, well, I wouldn't say secluded, but like they're all very well themed. Like you walk into one country pavilion, and then that music from that country starts playing or whatever. That works. It didn't work when Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Live played.
Yeah. Because
it was so loud that you could hear it all over World Showcase. This is not a pretend scenario, because
they are the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but this is not a pretend scenario, because this literally happened. Imagine walking out of the Japan store.
Creeper spotted. Creeper spotted. Get away from my house.
Imagine walking out of the Mitsukoshi Japan store just to hear "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen playing in the far distance.
That's
not even a joke, because that literally happened.
I need to make a beacon. Where's my beacon materials? Actually, that's exactly enough obsidian I need. That's perfect. Where's my glass? Homie, where's my glass? Oh, wait, it might be in that chest. Hang on. Where's my glass?
And it wasn't even like the original. And again, it's not even like the original song. Like, it's not pre-recorded. It's literally like some rando singing it. Not even Peter or Gamora.
Bro, couldn't even get Freddie Mercury to sing "Don't Stop Believin'." SMH. SMH.
You get the ghost of Freddie Mercury. You get the ghost of Freddie Mercury on Big Mouth. Literally.
This is literally 1984.
I was about to say, what's this 1984?
Literally 1984.
What are your opinions on Big Mouth?
I've never heard of Big Mouth.
That Netflix show?
Oh, it's it. Oh, I thought we were talking about bands. I have no opinion. I know nothing about it.
I've watched like 4 episodes. My brother loves it. I can't fucking stand it.
Of course you need actual glass blocks. The one thing I don't have. Alright, let me smelt some glass, or sand to glass. Conversion.
Who the fuck is spamming me?
Who is spamming you? That is a great question.
Oh, it's you, yeah.
What does you want? I have a singular grass block. Or,
I keep
yeah,
fucking
glass.
with my friend. I'm not gonna say his name.
Why are you
because-
fucking with him, bro? It's kind of gay, not gonna lie. It's kind of
Yes, it
gay,
is.
dude.
I text him. Did you hear that furries are causing prices to go up at stores? Google furry inflation to find out more.
Oh no.
And his response was, "Do you?"
No.
No, his response was, "Do you think I'm retarded?" And I said, "Yes."
Do you think I'm retarded? Yes. 100%, absolutely.
And then today I text him with, "There's a new preservative being put in people's food. Google E621 to find out what it does."
Oh god.
And he put in all caps, "I'm not retarded. I know what E621 is."
I know.
And then I replied to his "I'm not retarded" text with "debatable," and I replied to his "I know what E621 is" text with "What are you, a furry?"
Yeah, I'll use iron.
You fucking furry.
What are you, a furry?
And then he said, "No, but I know what it is. I've been on the damn site." And then I replied to the "I've been on it."
Oh, you've been there.
I replied to that one with a clip of iDubbbz going, "What are you, fucking gay, dude?"
Alright, to the beacon. To the beacon
Alright.
site.
Oh, I haven't shown you the updated movie collection. Now that I'm back home.
Oh wow, I don't really care. I'm playing Minecraft.
Literally 1984.
1984.
I filled 3 of the shelves, and I'm on the 4th shelf.
Oh, ah. Beacon.
And
Oh. Anyways,
some of my new ones include Come On on Blu-ray because it has Joaquin Phoenix, aka the Joker baby.
the Joker baby.
I got The Bad Guys in 4K because furry, haha.
Haha, furry.
I needed a simp for Mr. Wolf in 4K.
Wait, can I?
Oh,
Oh, okay, I can't do that. Damn.
I got
So, like, can
the
I- Can I only have one effect on?
What is this,
On a beacon?
1984? Yeah, what is this, 1984?
Like, I can only choose from these.
Wow, literally
lame.
1984.
Anyways, we're gonna keep haste. Anyways, whoa, we got
And,
beacon.
And I got The Batman in 4K.
The Batman. Not just any Batman, the Batman.
Have you watched The Batman?
Nope.
Why not?
Just haven't gotten around to it.
It's on HBO Max.
Do you think I have HBO Max?
No.
Exactly.
What do you have? Netflix?
Only
That's about it.
Netflix, yep. Cause that's the
I
only
have-
one me mother pays for.
I have Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, and HBO Max.
There we go.
The only reason I have 8, and I believe most people would have Amazon Prime Video and just don't realize it because Amazon
Yeah.
Prime Video comes free. with
Nobody
Amazon
knows
Prime.
that Amazon Prime Video exists because they just use Amazon Prime for shopping.
Well, that was until Invincible came out.
Hmm.
Why is it called Invincible if I can see him?
How far do these effects oh, they don't last so. I was about to say, how far away do I have to be for these effects to stop working? Apparently, to my house.
I guarantee I could get on the list of all the movies I own, and you can only say you've seen like 3 of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Have I shown
seen-
have I shown the Technoblade shrine on stream? I don't think I have. I'll go do that.
Have you seen any of the Harry Potter movies?
Of course, I've seen all of them, homie.
I haven't seen half of them since the theater.
Bruh.
I've only seen like 1 through 5 since the theater.
I used to watch them all the time as a kid. Everyone, this is the Technoblade Shrine.
I have this on.
This was made a while ago. I forgot I haven't streamed Minecraft in a while, so...
I used to have 8 of them, all 8 of them separately on DVD. Like when they first came out, I would buy them on
Anyways,
DVD.
I'm just gonna...
But now I have the full collection on Blu-ray.
This is very important. I repeat, this is very important. Subscribe to
Deserve.
Technoblade.
Why? No new content's coming.
And... I'm ringing the bell. That means you subscribe. Isn't that right? Yeah, he nodded. Yeah, I'm right.
Have you watched any of the Halloween movies?
The ones with Michael Myers?
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. Maybe?
There's so many of those movies. A lot of, like,
Yeah.
the movie, like...
If I have seen any of them, it was probably, like, the original or something.
No, you've seen the original, because we watched it on stream.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah.
I streamed it on Halloween.
You literally streamed that to me. So, yes, I have seen Halloween. The original, not the other Halloween. God,
Like,
who names
I love
these
that
things?
most horror or slasher movies are all in one timeline, but Halloween literally has like 4 timelines.
Halloween literally took a page out of Undertale and was like, yo, alternate timelines, homie.
Like, there's
Let's have
the time.
all of them.
I love when I tried explaining to my friend the Halloween series in like 5 minutes, and I still have the text that I did.
They were just so confused.
Hold on, let me
Enderman
see.
spotted. Enderman spotted. Get over here, punk.
Yeah.
Well, he died.
I
took like 1.5 hearts. This is why
Okay.
we wear plot armor.
I'm gonna read some of the funny parts. I'm not gonna read this whole thing because it's like a page long. I'm not gonna read the whole thing.
I've
I'm
got
gonna
a
read funny
whole
parts.
stream to go through. You've got plenty of time if you want to read it all.
Okay.
What
I didn't want to
do
bore you.
What am I gonna use?
Okay, so the
here?
first one starts with a kid named Michael Myers who kills his sister and gets locked up in an insane asylum for some reason. Why would he get put in an asylum? Because he went mute after he killed her? Oh, boo. Michael escapes after around 15 years, Michael escapes from the mental hospital he was at and starts going after babysitters as Dr. Loomis tries to hunt Michael down and take him out. As Laurie Strode, the final girl, is about to be killed, Dr. Loomis shoots Michael 6 times and he falls off the balcony. After making sure Laurie's okay, he goes to check over the balcony to see that the body is gone. I'll come back to that moment about 3 separate times for both timelines. And how it mattered to the timeline.
Oh yes, the timeline.
You gotta get that sweet lore.
I like to call it
sweet
the
Halloween
timeline
lore.
of tragedy. Actually, why don't I have my silk touch pick? I could.
You
use
say
it for this.
timeline singular. There's like 4.
Oh yes, multiple timelines. Well, which timeline did you explain first?
That first one has to do with every timeline except for Halloween 3.
Fair enough.
Because Halloween 3 is a completely different universe. We'll get to that. We will get to that in a long time.
Also,
We will
yes,
get to that.
chat, I do have a second pickaxe called the Icebreaker. It was made specifically to mine ice. I'm not
No,
kidding.
hold on. In the words of Drew Gammon when he was explaining Kingdom Hearts to Barry Kramer, we will get to that. It's like, yes, but it's much stupider than it sounds, and we'll get to that in a long time, and I'm still angry.
Wow. Alright, I got beacon effect. Let's go.
We'll get to that in a long time.
We will get to that conundrum.
We'll get to the infamous body being gone scene in a while. Okay, Halloween 2 takes place literally right after the first one. It literally takes place on the exact same night. Like, it even shows Michael falling off the balcony and being gone, and then it picks up right there. Michael goes after Laurie in the hospital, so she's like committed to the hospital immediately right after. And it's revealed in this one. Remember, it's revealed in this one, so other timelines
This
where
movie.
it's not so in other timelines where it's not canon, it's because they don't include this one as canon. So this detail is only canon in like 2 timelines.
Lovely.
But anyway, Halloween 2, it's revealed that Michael is Laurie's older brother.
Da, da, da.
Yeah, but again,
Kingdom Hearts timeline is too complicated for its own good. I've played every Kingdom Hearts game except Melody of Memory. Cool, cool.
I will never play Kingdom Hearts. I've played the first one for like 5 hours and I gave up.
I've not played a single one of them, and I don't care.
I do enjoy Barry Kramer's A Good Enough Summary of Kingdom Hearts.
Good enough.
How he calls out Kyrie, it's like, and the Kyrie, the milquetoast girl with no personality, look at her go.
Yes, look at her go. Looks very awkward.
But anyway, again, Dr. Loomis kills Michael, quote unquote.
Da, da, da.
This time, Laurie shoots his eyes out as Dr. Loomis turns on some gas valves, spreading gas throughout the room. Laurie escapes the room as Dr. Loomis stays behind, turning on his lighter, and the room explodes as Laurie turns around and sees Michael slowly walking out of the room, still being on fire, before collapsing and dying and being definitively dead.
Or so we think.
Dead. Or so we thought.
Da, da, da. Yeah, there's a lot of that in this series.
Also, I want to preface this and kind of spoil it and say, like, this is the most definitively dead Michael Myers has been in the entire series.
Out of all the times he's quote-unquote died, this is the most definitive he dead.
Like, this is the deadest he's ever been. He was blown up after having his eyes shot out. That's another thing I don't understand. Does he have Wolverine's regeneration?
Probably.
How can he see in the rest of these movies? He had, like, there's even in the 4th one, no, it's the 5th one. Yeah, it is the 5th one. In the 5th one, it even zooms in on his eye. His eyes was shot out in part 2. They didn't care. We'll get to that.
They were just like, fuck it, we need another movie because money.
We'll get to that in a long time. This one, Halloween 3, this is in a completely separate universe from all of them. This has nothing to do with any of them.
Because of course.
No, because John Carpenter, who, directed the first 2 movies, wanted the Halloween series. Because it's called Halloween, he wanted the series to be an anthology about different stories taking place on Halloween night.
Okay, like Mr. Carpentry Man.
This one also made Matt Pat retarded. Because Matt Pat's retarded. Because Matt Pat made a film theory, I think, or maybe it might have been back when he was still doing game theory. I think it was a film theory video on how to kill Michael Myers. Mm-hmm. And he says that the people of Haddonfield know that Michael Myers exists because in the Halloween 3, you can see a trailer for the movie Halloween playing on the TV at the bar. Here's a big clue, Matt Pat. If you had actually watched all the movies, no, this is where I get mad. You say, "Oh no," because now I get to go off on a rant for a second.
Yeah,
hey,
I'm gonna read comments or chat. Can confirm Carrie is just titular girl of the series until Chain of Memory where she.
Not Pat. Maybe if you had paid attention to the timeline, you would have realized that Halloween 3 doesn't take place in the same universe as Michael Myers. Michael Myers doesn't exist in this universe.
Or does he? Da, da, da.
He exists as a fictional villain.
Okay.
But we'll get to that. This is a completely different timeline.
But let's not worry about that right now.
But let's not worry about that right now. Halloween 3 has absolutely nothing to do with any of the other movies. Because John Carpenter, the director, wanted the series to be an anthology. Anyway, this movie...
Like Star the Clone Wars.
I'm going to quote what I wrote for this one. I'm going to quote what I wrote for this one because it's funny. Okay. I said, anyway, this movie takes place in a town selling silver shamrock masks that all the kids are supposed to wear in front of the TV on Halloween night. As the movie continues, the main character finds out that the CEO of this corporation put pieces of Stonehenge, no, I am not kidding, in a chip on the mask, no, I'm not kidding, that will cause the mask to destroy the kids' heads because of the airwave signals. No, I am not kidding.
That makes perfect sense. What are you talking about? That makes perfect sense.
Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. The CEO does this because he wants to return Halloween to its sacrificial origins. The main character is able to escape, but as he escapes, he kills the CEO, who is actually a robot. No, I'm not fucking kidding.
What is this, the Umbrella Academy? It's literally just Umbrella Academy.
And he like spits out this orange substance, which was revealed in an interview that it was actually frozen orange juice or something.
Oh, I thought it was cum.
Yummy.
Like robot cum.
Hell yeah. Why would he spit cum? Why would he spit cum?
Why not?
Well, okay, the end of the movie, the main character is able to get the commercial off the air on one channel, but it continues playing on another channel as the main character
The movie literally just ends with him shouting, "Turn it off!"
You've seen this?
I saw the clip, yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
ends with him
such a
screaming, "Turn it
stupid clip. And then they just cut the movie there.
And that's the last of that universe. That's the only clip into that universe we get. It was batshit insane, but I think it was more entertaining than a couple of other Halloween movies, if we're being completely honest. But let's not worry
Halloween
about
3
that.
is the embodiment of that one clip where it's like, and now for something completely different.
Pretty much.
It is the embodiment of that one clip. I
Halloween
forgot to fill in this hole.
Okay, this is a second timeline. This takes place... Halloween 4 takes place after 1 and 2. Halloween 4 begins with Jamie Lloyd, Laurie's daughter. Laurie is dead in this timeline. Remember that.
Heavy is dead!
She's dead in this timeline, which she's not dead in the 3 other timelines in the series.
Okay, my headcanon is
timeline.
she died from a backstab from the TF2 spy. Because why not?
I think it said that she died in a car crash or something. I don't know.
Eh, who cares? TF2 spy is funnier.
And it's so that will also make her Michael Myers' niece.
Oh, lovely.
We'll get to that in a long time, and it's gonna get a lot worse. Because that little detail is gonna make that gonna make the series a lot worse as we go on. But we'll get to that. Michael's niece, and she for some reason has psychic visions of Michael. Like she sees Michael in her dreams, which that can kind of make sense. Maybe Laurie told her about the boogeyman. But
Because
why
of
is
course.
she having, why is she having like psychic visions of what Michael is currently doing? Like, there's a scene where Michael puts on his mask and like it cuts back between her and Michael, and like she's raising her arms out to nothing and like pretending to put on a mask as if she's seeing what Michael's seeing, which that makes no sense.
Wait. She puts on a mask, you say? I wear her mask with a smile for hours at a time.
She was the real Dream all along.
She was Dream all along. We've cracked the code, ladies and gentlemen. We figured out who Dream is.
I'm gonna quote what I wrote here because I thought it was funny. Having psychic visions of Michael as Michael wakes up from his 10-year coma of being fucking blown up in the hospital and definitely not dying, guys.
Of being dead.
Also, why the fuck have these paramedics kept him alive? What purpose would they have to keep this mass murderer alive?
Why not? It's funny. It's just a funny
I almost made a political joke there, but then I realized it would have been.
Yes, I love politics.
Yeah,
Literally 1984. Ah!
Your politics bore me.
Your politics bore me.
Like, okay, maybe Michael Myers survived from whatever healing mumbo jumbo. But why the fuck is Dr. Loomis still alive? Yes, he's still alive in this movie too.
Because that makes perfect sense.
He was a man.
He was nothing but a man.
More people die. More people die, and the movie ends with Michael being shot 1,000,000 times by a group of hunters and falling down a mine shaft. We then cut to Jamie killing her stepmother in this, and because I guess she's fated to turn out like Michael. Into the 4th movie. Don't.
Of course.
Don't focus too much on that last fact of Jamie killing her stepmother because it's never brought up again in the rest of the series.
It's literally never brought up.
So we're gonna drop that into a bucket.
Yep.
Halloween 5 picks up where the 4th one left off, although they drop dynamite down the mine shaft this time.
Lovely. That'll do the job.
Maybe if they had shown that into the 4th movie, we wouldn't have expected the 5th movie. But okay. Michael survives. I guess he like crawled out of the mine shaft before it exploded or whatever.
I guess, yeah.
He's nursed back to health by some random hermit.
Thanks, Hermitcraft.
He wakes up exactly 1 year later on Halloween night because why the fuck?
Because of course he does.
And he thanks the hermit appropriately by murdering him.
Of course.
Jamie, who I guess didn't kill her stepmom now because it's never mentioned, although it does imply that she's in a mental hospital.
Retcon.
but I think they do. I think they do still like acknowledge that it happened, because I think that in this movie, pardon me if I forgot this part, because again, it's been like 3 years since I've
Yeah.
seen it. But I think it
been a
implied
hot
that she was in like some kind of mental hospital. So I think she did kill her stepmom. They just never addressed it.
Yeah, I guess.
She finds out Michael is still alive and tries to run away from him, leading her to the old Myers house, which looks nothing like it did in the first movie.
Of
Like,
course.
legitimately, it looks nothing like it did in the first movie. But we'll get to that in a long time, and I'm still angry. Let's not worry about that.
Zombie spotted. There can only be one!
This is also something you have to remember.
And he's dead, okay.
Multiple times throughout the movie, we see a figure dressed in black throughout the movie. Remember him, he'll be important later.
Oh yes, the G-Man. is the G-Man.
I think it being the G-Man would have been better than what they ended up doing, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Dr.
Rise and shine, Mr. Myers.
Mr. Myers.
Rise and shine.
Fuck you. Dr. Loomis baits Michael with Jamie, and that seems pretty fucking insane, because it's like Dr. Loomis holding Jamie in his arms, saying, "Come get the little girl."
Get the little girl, get the little girl. Ah.
There's one cool scene in this movie. Another bullshit scene in this movie is that literally Michael Myers is chasing Jamie on foot. Jamie's on foot. Michael Myers is driving a fucking car, and she's still keeping up. And she is still faster than him. Even driving a car, Michael Myers takes his fucking time. Okay, I'm not worried about that, because he literally drove a car in the first one.
Oh yeah, he did. I kind of forgot about that.
And they even acknowledged it by saying, "How the fuck did he learn to drive a car?" Like,
where the hell did he learn to drive?
He's been there since he was 6 years old.
It's impossible.
Anyway, Dr. Loomis baits Michael with Jamie before dropping a chain net on him. Yes, really. Shooting him with a tranquilizer dart. I don't know what he expected that to do. And beating him with a wooden plank before the police capture him and lock him in a cell that they'll keep him in, quote, until he dies. There's one good line in this movie, well, aside from the part where there's the touching moment where, like, he's about to kill Jamie and Jamie calls him uncle, and, like, he's, like, hesitates for a moment. That's kind of touching. But
what? Giving your slasher villain a small semblance of humanity? What?
That I do like that. And there's also one line that really kind of like sent shivers down my spine, where the police are like surrounding the jail cell that Michael's in, and why the fuck are they letting him keep the mask on in the jail cell?
Because he wears a mask with a smile for hours at a time.
Fuck up. Anyway,
you know I had to do it. You know I couldn't resist.
We'll get back to that. So I do like this. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so
I'm kidding.
So the cool, like, the part that sends shivers down my spine is that the police say, "Oh, we'll keep him here until he dies," and then Jamie, without a trace of irony, says he'll never die. That's chilling.
So you see, officer, Michael Myers doesn't die. That is the problem.
That's for normies. Michael Myers
dying's for normies.
Okay, so we get that scene, and that's fucking chilling. They should have kept it right there, but they had to come up with a sequel. And this is where Halloween. So the figure in black, remember the one I told you about, the one you said was G-Man?
Yes, yeah. The G-Man.
He like disappears from the movie for like 30 minutes and then comes back at the very end to break Michael out of the cell.
Of course.
Setting up Halloween 6. And fun fact,
another one.
No one that worked on Halloween 5 had any fucking clue what they were gonna do for Halloween 6. Literally,
they were just like, "Fuck it, we'll make it up as we go."
No, literally, the new director for Halloween 6 at the time, it was David Fincher. Yes, really, look it up.
Interesting.
But this was back when he was a no-name.
Oh, fair.
Also, the movie was originally going to be called Halloween 666, The Origin of Michael Myers.
I get it. Funny demon number.
Well, I do like that because even in the first movie, Dr. Loomis calls Michael pure evil.
Oh, yeah.
And that he has the devil's eyes. But, Literally, David Fincher went to all the writers and directors of Halloween 5 and Halloween 4, I think, even, and asked them who was the man in black, and literally all of them answered with, I don't know.
They were just like, beats me. Could be your mom for all I know.
Also, Quentin Tarantino, I think it was also allowed to like write his own version of Halloween 6 because he was like friends with someone that was working on the movie.
They were just like, yo, can you just write something for me? Just
it didn't get into the movie. It was just something that he teased.
He was just like, yo, hear me out. It was one of those moments where he was like, yo, hear me out, okay?
I kind of wish that they kept Quentin Tarantino's version because it's better than what they did in Halloween 6. But
I mean, that's not hard to top.
It's revealed that the Man in Black was some bounty hunter, and he wants to collect a reward on Michael, so he has to hide Michael. And like he takes him to a diner where people die. He takes him to like a hotel room where people die. And it's like he's having to keep Michael like hidden. That sounds cooler than what we got.
Yeah.
And Halloween 6, there's 2 cuts to this movie. There's the producer's cut.
I forgot there were 2 cuts to the movie, honestly.
And this one also has Paul Rudd in it. Yes, really.
Oh, it's that movie. Oh, it's that movie.
Yeah.
It's that movie.
There are 2 cuts. There's the producer's cut and the theatrical cut. I think the theatrical cut's a little bit better because the producer's cut genuinely pissed me off, but we'll get to that.
But let's not worry about that right now.
Halloween 6 starts out with Jamie. She's now a teenager. This takes place like many years later.
Yes, teenage
running away from a cult that she's been trapped in with a baby in her hands. So remember this baby. We'll get to that.
Da baby.
Let's not worry about that.
It is da baby.
In the theatrical cut, well, actually, I want to save that part for in a minute.
It is in fact
Michael kills Jamie, and leaves the baby or like loses the baby. I forget what happens.
The baby.
We got it. The baby is found by the Strode family. Yes, really, the Strode family, Laurie Strode, like Laurie's adopted family, finds the baby, and also the Strode family. The Strode family is now living in the old Myers house.
Because of course they are.
Really. And Tommy Doyle, the kid who's now played by Paul Rudd, is now staying in the Strode house across the street.
Because of course.
Like the old Strode house. What the fuck is wrong with Haddonfield?
Haddonfield is just all kinds of weird. That beacon looks so fucking cool with shaders. Oh my god.
Also, you might have noticed in the 5th one, which you wouldn't because you didn't watch it and I didn't mention it, but there are like thorn symbols hidden in the background.
Oh yeah. Oh god, don't remind me of that shit.
And we find out
I saw the synopsis on what that shit is. I'm just like, no.
Oh, it gets worse. I'm gonna pull the rug out from underneath you.
It gets worse.
The man in black is revealed to be Dr. Wynn.
No, it's revealed to be Bonnie, because he's right here. I'm kidding.
It's revealed to be Dr. Wynn. Dr. Wynn is the other doctor that Dr. Loomis was speaking to in the first one.
Does Dr. Wynn win?
No. And so apparently, I guess he was training Michael to be part of this Thorn cult. And the reason that Michael Myers is evil, is because he's part of this Thorn cult, and the reason Michael Myers is immortal is because he killed his entire family, but he's not completely immortal yet. And that's why he has to kill the baby.
The baby.
He has to kill Jamie's son. Also, the Strodes named the baby Steven.
Steven. Hello, Steven.
Doesn't really matter.
His friends call him Steve.
100%. In the producer's cut, the baby's father is revealed.
The baby.
Who do you think is the baby's father?
Michael Myers.
Yes.
Of fucking course it is. My thought process was just, what's the dumbest answer I could give?
No, do you understand what that means, though?
Oh, no.
The baby is Jamie's.
Oh, no.
That means Michael Myers raped his underage...
What the fuck is Freddy Krueger doing here, man?
He raped his underage niece.
What the
That's
fuck,
why I hate the
homie?
producer's cut. That's why I hate the producer's cut.
Well, let's not talk
We
about the
didn't need to
producer's
know
cut.
that.
We don't need to talk
And
about
also
the
in
producer's
that
cut.
one, Michael Myers is stopped by Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle saves the day and like rescues the family from the Thorn cult, and he stops Michael Myers by laying a bunch of rocks on the fucking ground in the symbol of an anti-thorn, which causes Michael
What?
to remain motionless.
What the fuck is a thorn as a symbol, though? Like, what is that a thing, or do they just make that shit up?
I think I made it up.
It wouldn't
And
surprise me at all.
it gets even better. It gets better.
Oh, it gets even better. Please enlighten me.
And then like Dr. Loomis like injects Michael with this I forgot what it was, which happens in both
Special
cuts.
juice. Let's just call it
happens
special juice.
It happens in both cuts, and we'll get to what it actually is in the theatrical cut. And in the producer's cut, he does that and then like beats him with his cane, and then like he collapses, and then he takes off Michael Myers. Who is in here?
What? Oh, hello.
I'm explaining the bullshit that is the Halloween series. Anyway.
Who the fuck is in here? What is that mic quality, man? Ah, it's Nate and Rimigo. Hello. Welcome.
I'm explaining.
Did you
I'm explaining the Halloween
rejoin the
timeline, so-
server?
Joined 3 times.
Swear to God.
Zany is having to come to terms with the fact that the baby in Halloween 6 is Michael Myers.
The baby.
And that means that Michael Myers raped his
It is the baby.
Anyway, so Dr. Loomis pulls off Michael Myers' mask to reveal that Dr. Wynn and Michael Myers switched outfits, and that he killed Dr. Wynn and Michael Myers is still on the loose. The old switcheroo.
Ah, yes, the old switcheroo, my favorite.
I kind of do like that better than what they did in the 6th one. They injected him with something I assume weakened him, and then Tommy Doyle beats him with a lead pipe, and Michael starts bleeding green. Yes, really.
Okay.
My name is Lori B.
My name is Big Chungus.
My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Anyway.
Play the other one then.
What other one?
The other Lewis rap.
And this was supposedly.
No, they don't have a bot.
And Tommy Doyle beating Michael Myers to death with a lead pipe is definitively how Michael Myers dies in this timeline.
Might as well have no bots then.
Honestly, I don't even know if this server has bots. No one's active. This server is not active enough for me to care about if there are bots or not.
And that definitely kills him in this timeline. And like the Strodes are in the car, or at least the surviving members of the Strode family are in the car. And they like tell Dr. Loomis, "Come with us." He's like, "No, I have a little more business to attend to."
Come with me if you want to live.
He's like, "No, I'm gonna stay. I have more business to attend to." I'm like, "Okay." And then it ends with it pans down to the ground where you see a syringe next to Michael Myers' mask laying on the ground, and then you hear Dr. Loomis scream in the background. And fun fact, that scream were the last words ever uttered on film by Donald Pleasance because he died after
Wait. The last words he ever got recorded were just ah.
Yes, and that's why it's fucking bad.
That's amazing.
And that's the end of this timeline. I didn't need to know.
His final words were
Yeah. The producer's cut is awful because again the anti-thorn symbol, the old switcheroo, and also because of the Michael Myers is
demonetized.
Yeah.
Michael Myers gets demonetized. Confirmed.
Reboot time. Halloween H2O was set 20 years after the first 2 movies. And this is a completely different timeline where Jamie Lloyd never happened and Laurie is still alive.
Lovely.
Anyway.
I love timelines.
I don't remember a lot of this movie. I do remember LL Cool J was in it. Yes, really.
Why do I keep fucking... I'm gonna use these stairs. Look at these cool stairs.
And Laurie Strode changed her name to Carrie Tate, like
Okay.
to hide from. And also, she has a son here, but I don't know who the father is. It's not Michael, thank God.
You are not the father.
But it did have a fucking awesome ending. Laurie sends all the surviving students out of off the campus because it takes place on this private college campus and there's a professor there. And sends all the students off the campus, and as soon as they're off the campus, she whacks the electrical box, and the gate closes, so it's just her and Michael. And she goes through the campus screaming Michael's name, come out, Michael.
Damn.
It's oh, she's fucking pissed. She's done with this bullshit.
You know she's pissed.
And then Michael comes out, and they start fighting, and it's fucking awesome. And then it ends with
Ah, thank you.
And then it ends with her sinking her axe into his chest, and then he quote unquote dies on the floor.
I love
And
how
then,
all of
he's
his deaths are just quote unquote deaths.
No, it gets better. It gets better. So he's being loaded into the stretcher as Laurie is watching, and she's fuck that, and she takes one of the cops' handguns and points at the paramedics and tells them to get out of the car, and she closes Michael Myers into the ambulance car herself and drives off with him in the back. And she's fuck the cliffhanger, I'm killing him myself.
Yeah.
Which is smart of her. That's awesome.
Big brain time.
And she was right, because Michael Myers wakes up in the body bag, but she's fucking ready. As soon as he wakes up, she slams the brake and he goes flying through the windshield and hits a tree.
Yeetus deletus.
Yes. And then she and then when Michael Myers gets up again, she rams the car into the tree. So it's pinned him and the tree, he's pinned between them.
Yeah.
And then she gets out of the car with the axe, and Michael reaches out for her hand, and he's reaching out to her trying to say don't kill me. And she pretends to reach out for his hand, then she pulls away and says nope, and she didn't literally say no.
Literally just LMAO no.
I would, and then she pulls her hand away and then grabs the axe and chops his fucking head off.
Death.
I remember of course I wasn't born when this movie came out, but from what I heard, when James Rolfe went to see it in theaters, he said that when that happened, everyone in the audience applauded.
Finally, a final girl who does something smart.
Yeah. Too bad that this isn't the end of this timeline.
Oh, of course not. Why would it be?
The next one is Halloween Resurrection.
Yo, like the Doom 3 DLC, Resurrection of Evil.
Okay. Please entertain. Okay, please entertain me and guess. Guess what they did to make Michael come back this time.
Zombie.
I wish. No.
That would have been hilarious.
I wish. They did that with Jason, though, so.
I mine so fast I can break stone in an instant. That's amazing.
In this movie, in the scene where the paramedics are taking Michael into the body bag, he chokes one out.
Okay.
He grabs his throat so he can't speak, and then switches his outfit with the paramedics and leaves the scene of the crime. And so Laurie killed a paramedic. And she didn't really kill Michael. I fucking hate that so much. So she's put in a mental hospital because she went crazy after killing the wrong guy.
Right.
Okay, I'm just gonna read what I put down because what I wrote was kind of funny at the time. So we open the movie in a mental hospital that they've been keeping Laurie in because she supposedly went crazy after killing the wrong guy. Michael breaks in, but she's prepared again, luring Michael to the roof and then trapping him over the edge. He reaches out for her and grabs her this time, stabbing her as she falls to the ground and says, "I'll see you in hell, Michael."
See you in hell, bitch.
Which, okay, I feel like that was Jamie Lee Curtis's way of saying, "I'm fucking done with this franchise. Please end it."
Pretty much, yeah.
Except she came back in 2018 for the new one, but we'll get back. But let's not worry about that.
Yeah, she was just kind of like, for old time's sake, why not?
We cut to Busta Rhymes Yes,
Busta
really.
Rhymes.
Yes, really. Setting up a reality TV show. Yes, really. Where some teenagers are going to be spending Halloween night in the old Myers house for a reality TV show. Yes, really.
Can I give
Michael?
some constructive criticism?
Go ahead.
Saying yes really after something absurd isn't that funny.
I know. You wanna know what else isn't funny?
My YouTube channel.
Yeah. But you wanna know what else isn't funny? Making 30 Michael Myers movies and coming up with more and more bullshit as to why he's still alive.
Fair enough. 1, 2, 3.
Michael starts killing the people in the house.
Big
but
surprise.
Other contestants and the audience think it's just part of the show. There's even a funny-ish scene where Michael sneaks up on Busta Rhymes and Busta Rhymes is dressed as Michael Myers, because he wants to add to the like allure.
Yeah.
But he sneaks up on Busta Rhymes and Busta Rhymes turns around and he thinks it's like another crew guy named Kevin or some shit.
Yeah.
And he starts yelling at him, thinking it's Kevin, and it's not really Michael Myers.
Hi, Kevin. I'm your biggest fan, Kevin.
He's like, "What the fuck are you doing in here? I'm playing Michael Myers. If those kids come out here and see us dressed in the same shit, it's gonna ruin the whole effect." He starts knocking on Michael's head, going, "You get that?"
And
Get
Michael
that? Your
just
shit
fucking
ain't
takes
working."
it.
Yeah, he just takes it and walks off.
Oh,
The
why is
Michael
my
I know
stream
would have
dying?
killed him
Oh,
right
no.
there. The Michael
My
Myers
poor
I know
stream.
would have killed him right there. So, finally, it's the final girl again. Is like
Because that's how all
like-
slasher movies end.
is like texting her friend who is watching it on the computer at a house party. Is like texting her like he's that's kind of a cool concept where like the kid, like her friend at the house party, is watching it on the computer.
Oh yeah,
and,
wasn't this
he
like post Scream? So they like tried to be meta and shit.
a little, but
Oh, okay.
like they imply like I do like that idea where like the kid at the computer has all the cameras so he can see where Michael is in the house. So he's
Yeah.
like texting you like, "Oh, he's in the dining room right below you. Go like hide."
It's like the funny game Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
Five Nights at Michael Myers.
I would buy that. I would buy. I'd watch that.
I would 100% play that. I'd be down.
Finally,
Finally,
Busta
a good
Rhymes.
FNAF game.
no. Finally, Busta Rhymes starts using kung fu on Michael Myers. Yes, really. Before electrocuting him on set. Before electrocuting him and setting him on fire with the tagline "Trick or treat, motherfucker."
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Pretty much. Michael's eyes open at the morgue, but that's the end of that timeline, so we're never gonna get closure for that.
So I need...
Now we have another timeline, and this is another complete reboot. This is the Rob Zombie timeline.
yes, Robert Zombo.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Robert is Rob Zombie's full name Robert Zombie?
I don't know. Okay, I need 5 lanterns. I've already done the landscaping, don't ruin it, creeper. Okay, I need some soul sand.
Now, the first one's Rob Zombie remake is pretty much the same, where but instead we spend a lot more time in the movie with young Michael, like gradually in the insane asylum.
It's like the Star Wars prequels in a way.
Yeah.
Michael Myers is Anakin Skywalker.
Well, they
He
both have
killed the
equally
men,
bad child actors.
not just the men, but the women and the
And
children
the
too.
children too. No, he didn't kill his baby.
Slaughter
sisters,
them
Louis
like
Ford.
animals.
There's
where's
a
my
sad
wood?
scene. There's one thing that Michael does in this movie that is unforgivable. The only unforgivable thing he does in this movie is he kills Danny Trejo. How dare
How
he?
could he? Not Danny
How dare
Trejo.
he?
Dude, not
And
Danny
Danny
Trejo.
Trejo plays a nice guy in this movie. That's the worst
Yeah.
part. Like he calls him Mikey and says, "How you doing in there, Mikey?" And like he'll say hello to him every day, or he'll say like, "I know that." He's like, "You can't let these walls get you down," and that's awesome.
That's nice.
And
I
then he
did
kills
not
Danny.
grab any iron. I am dumb.
And he kills Danny Trejo. How could he?
How could he, man?
This is officially the most evil Michael Myers of all because he killed Danny Trejo.
This is outrageous. It's unfair.
The Strode family dies in this one as well.
Womp, womp, womp.
In the original one, they weren't really in it at all, but this one they are, and they die. Laurie's the sole survivor, of course.
Of
But
course.
Laurie is the one that shoots Michael in this one. Although Dr. Loomis shoots him a few times, she shoots him the last time in the face.
Bang.
Literally shoots him in the face. There is one sad scene in this movie that really did actually like kind of. It didn't really make me cry, of course, but it was just kind of like, wow, that kind of sucks.
You're on.
But like it
cry.
shows. I didn't genuinely cry, but I was just watching and like, wow, that really sucks. Where like it shows, because it focuses more on the relationship between Michael and his mother,
Mhm.
and like it shows her visiting him in the mental hospital, and like saying like, oh, you can't come home with me yet because you're not better, and like you think that she wants him to be better, but then it cuts later to like her at home, and she's watching old like home movies of her and Michael, and she's like crying, and then she takes a revolver and shoots herself.
Oh,
Like she can't bear to see her son be like that, and that's depressing.
that is sad. Yes,
and
I
the
just
remake,
said that is sad.
I fucking hate you.
That is in
He didn't-
fact sad.
Now he doesn't he doesn't just kill his older sister in this one. He also kills her boyfriend, which he let go in the original. And
Of
he also
course.
and he also kills his father in this one. Who's
Of
played by William
course.
Forsythe. But I think the remake is somewhat like has some good parts, and I do feel like it has its own place. The second film only has Laurie at the hospital for like an opening dream sequence. It doesn't have the whole movie take place at the hospital like the original Halloween 2. This one I do kind of like because it cuts to a year later, or actually it depends on which version you're watching because there's a director's cut where it takes place 2 years later for some reason.
Hmm.
And we also find out that Laurie Strode's real name is Angel Myers.
Okay, sure.
Also, the sheriff is played by Brad Dourif, aka Chucky.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Chucky.
That's awesome. I don't care what you say, that's awesome.
That's just cool. I like that.
of
Chucky
course,
is a
Dr. Loomis
police
is
officer. Who
the
would have
sheriff.
seen the sheriff, please? Same
That
difference.
That shoots Michael Myers.
Chucky's like, I want my fans back, bitch. Chucky wants his.
Well, say what you will about
friends.
the Child's Play franchise, but that one's consistent as Chucky.
At
was
least
made
the
by same
timeline is singular.
Also, I do like that Brad Dourif plays Chucky in all of them,
Yes.
and also they're all literally all of them except for the 2019 remake are all written by Don Mancini. So he was given control the entire time.
That is some next level consistency, if we're being honest. Alright, so I got.
Like, imagine if Wes Craven
Oh,
was
makes
allowed to
sense.
write all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Or John Carpenter got to write all the Halloween movies.
That'd be pretty dope. What is the first building going to be in this little mountain town of mine?
Also, Michael Myers is back. He's alive again.
No, of
But
course
he doesn't have the mask for a very large majority of the movie.
he does
he's
not
like-
wear a mask with a smile for hours at a time.
No, he doesn't. Which I kind of like the look they went for, where like he's not wearing the mask, but instead he is like shrouded in darkness for most of the movie, and he like wears a hood and he looks more like a hobo. I do like
Hobo
that. That's
Myers. Hobo Myers.
Old Man Myers.
Old man Myers. Old man McGucket.
Also, he talks at the end. Yes, really, Michael Myers talks at the end of Halloween 2. What do you think he says?
Die.
Yes!
Just die.
He literally says die,
Die.
to Dr. Loomis and stabs him.
Straight up, just die.
Now, there's two major differences between the theatrical and director's cut. There are a few scene and dialogue changes, but the main difference, aside from 1 year later versus 2 years later, is in the theatrical version, Laurie just stabs him with a knife a bunch of times, and that's the end of it, which is retarded. But in this one, in part two, he's basically just like executed by firing squad. Not legitimately, like he's not put in prison,
It's
but I
just
mean, like,
execute order 66.
like he comes out of the house after stabbing Dr. Loomis, and like the police are surrounding him, and there's like all these snipers and like police officers with shotguns and shit, and they all just unload
It's
on
just
him.
open fire.
Literally. That's a more definitive ending than anything aside from part two.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, how'd you kill Michael Myers? We shot him. A lot.
Well, a lot.
We shot him a
Like I
lot.
legitimately think that the execution scene takes place for a solid like 30 seconds.
Yep, he's not coming back after that one.
Mm.
Or is he? No, that universe never got another sequel.
Nope.
Is there an
Also,
Enderman over here?
Laurie is taken to a mental hospital, and she sees the same white horse vision that Michael says he saw at the beginning of the movie. Like when he's with his mother, he's like, "I had a dream last night." She's like, "Was it a bad dream?" He's like, "No, it was a really good dream. You came in down the hallway with this white horse, and you were dressed in all white like a ghost, like a beautiful ghost." And he says, "In that you told me you were going to take me home." And she says, "Oh, I wish I could take you home, but I can't take you home until the doctors say you can come home."
Dang.
So for some reason, Laurie sees the white horse as well at the end of the movie. And there's like a lot of scenes where Michael Myers is like hallucinating, seeing his mother, and like for some reason, like you see Michael Myers like present day Michael Myers, but like mirroring him as like little kid Michael Myers from the first movie, which is just weird. But whatever.
Sounds like he got really artsy with that film.
Also, Weird Al is in it.
Wait, what?
Weird Al is in too.
What? How the fuck do you put Weird Al in Halloween? How does that make any sense?
Of course, he doesn't interact with Michael Myers. It's just that he's in a scene where he's on a talk show. Like he's one of the guests on the talk show along with
okay.
Dr. Loomis. Because in this one, Dr. Loomis wrote a book about Michael Myers.
Because of course he did. Why wouldn't he? Let's see here.
You haven't seen the 2018 one either?
No.
Not much to talk about in that one. Same with the second one. I think I even told you that literally the only reason the second one exists is so that they could introduce all the people that survived the first movie and kill them off again.
Just isn't like the title of that movie literally Halloween Kills? They just
Yes.
wanted to kill off a couple characters.
Oh, the next one's coming out in October of 2023. And
Oh,
it's
what's
gonna-
that
it's gonna
called?
be Halloween Ends.
Yeah, that's funny. It's like Slipknot titling their newest album The End So Far. Like, yeah, oh yeah, you're totally gonna stop making music after this.
This is like, let me count. There was the 1978, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, 5, 6, H2O, Resurrection, the two Rob Zombie movies, 2018, Kills and Ends. There's literally 13 of them.
Too bad they're not Friday the 13th films, then there would have been 13!
That's also funny because Friday the 13th
Friday
only
the
has 12.
13th only has 12 films, and not
It's-
13.
It's just
How
funny.
sad.
Comedy.
Sincerely,
with-
how sad.
With Friday the 13th, and at least I can say this about Halloween, they never put Michael Myers in space.
You're right, they never did.
Unlike Jason.
Are you a real slasher character if you
If you've
haven't
never
gone to
been to
space?
space?
Exactly.
Leprechaun went to space. Puppet
Jason
Master
went to space. God damn it, I fucked up my landscaping again.
I think there was even a dream sequence in Nightmare on Elm Street where Freddy was in space.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I don't think there was, though. I know there was Super Freddy in one of the dream sequences.
Super
one of the
Freddy
kids-
sucks.
Because one of the kids is like this comic book nerd, and like he writes his own superhero,
He writes fan
So, in
fiction.
basically.
He writes fan fiction for Wattpad.com.
Before Wattpad existed. Yeah.
Exactly.
But in the dream, he realizes that he can control his dream, and he turns into his superhero alter ego. And then Freddy plays along and says, "It is I, Super Freddy."
Super
And, like,
Freddy
he has,
sucks.
he even has a cape and like an S on his sweater.
Straight up, just Super Freddy sucks.
That was in Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Master, I think. Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare has Freddy in a video game, and Freddy playing the power.
Freddy's got
playing,
a power glove in that one.
Yeah.
God.
And he even says, "Now I'm playing with power."
Ugh.
And Johnny Depp is in that one as well.
Wait, what?
He was in the first one, and he has a cameo in that one as well.
Damn.
And Freddy hits him with a frying pan in that one.
What is this, Team Fortress 2?
Basically.
Frying pan, best weapon.
The context for this one is one of the characters is a pothead.
Okay.
And so like he's watching the TV in like one of the houses, and he's falling asleep as he's watching it. And it's like that old classic drug ad, like drug PSA, where it's like,
Literally.
this is your brain, and this is drugs, and this is your brain on drugs, and like he cracks the egg into the pan and says, "Any questions?" And then Freddy hits him with a frying pan and says, "Yeah, what are you on? Looks like a frying pan and some eggs to me."
I like that texture, but this is gonna be really annoying to do for the walls. So chop off.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Universal Pictures or Dimension Films or whoever the fuck owns Halloween right now.
Whoever owns it.
Fuck you for not releasing a box set of all the Halloween movies.
They never did that.
They did once, but it's like
Once.
very rare, and it's like $300 to
Oh,
get it now.
Jesus.
Fuck you. Because it's owned by so many different companies. Literally, Universal Pictures only has the rights to the first 2 movies, and they're making the Halloween and Halloween 20 and Halloween Kills.
Bruh.
3 through Resurrection are all owned by different companies.
Do I have to make a completely, like, inner wall just to fucking
No wait,
do what I'm
no.
doing
I
here?
wrote
This-
down
Okay.
somewhere like. Hold on, I wrote down somewhere. Yeah, the original Halloween has distribution rights with Anchor Bay Entertainment. 2 and 3 are with Universal Pictures. 4 and 5 are with Galaxy International Releasing.
What?
6 and H2O are with Miramax Films. Wanna know who else owns Miramax Films?
Ew.
The Weinsteins.
Oh, God.
Also, I'm so mad that because for Halloween 6, it was in a bidding war between Miramax, which is owned by the Weinsteins, and New Line Cinema. Wanna know who else is in the New Line Cinema?
Yeah, I know who or what New Line Cinema owns.
Friday the 13th and A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
And also John Carpenter's with New Line Cinema, so he could have had directorial rights in Halloween Resurrection.
I completely fucked up whatever I was trying to do here. Ah, I gotta put these back. God damn it.
So
I
we
fucked
could have
up
had
my
Freddy
wall.
versus not just Freddy versus Jason. We could have had Freddy versus Jason versus Michael.
God, that would have been. Oh.
That would have made all of the money.
That would have made so much cash. You could bathe in it.
You remember? Did you ever hear about the original ending for Freddy vs. Jason?
There was an original. What was the original ending?
In the original ending, it showed Freddy and Jason going to hell, where they meet Pinhead from the Hellraiser movies.
Okay.
And he says, "Gentlemen, what seems to be the problem? Why are they fighting?"
Oh.
And it was gonna set up a sequel for Freddy vs. Jason vs. Pinhead, where they fight in hell. But they couldn't get the rights to Pinhead.
Of course not.
Fuck you! I wanted to see that. That would have been insane.
You know what else would have been insane?
That would have been garbage.
mom.
That would have been the worst movie ever, but it would have been one of the best movies ever.
It would have been a Morbius movie.
One of the most movies.
It
ever
would have been
made.
one of the most movies ever.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time.
I feel like that movie would have made like 3 times more money if he did say it's Morbin time in the movie.
It would have. Let's be honest, it would have.
Even Joker had the society line.
We live in a society.
He didn't say that, but he said the original script had him say with a system that abandons us and treats us like trash. But Joaquin Phoenix with the extra mile and said with a society that abandons
Society.
Because he knew society was a joke.
We live in a society.
Can Jared Leto just like stop acting, please?
No, that's kind of his occupation.
Go back to 30 Seconds to Mars. The only good thing Jared Leto has ever been in is Dallas Buyers Club.
Okay.
He tried to be joke. The problem with Jared Leto is his fucking ego. Is that he can't stop method acting. He wants to act like he's such a professional actor that he will purposefully try to get into character by doing what the character does. Like for Joker, he literally sent used condoms to the other cast members.
I don't even think the Joker normally would do that. Like, what the fuck?
And to get into character for Morbius, he would literally use the crutches off camera too.
Bruh. It's Morbin time.
You wanna know
honestly, the only method acting you need to play Morbius is just to say in a mirror, it's Morbin time. That's all you need.
He wants that validation so bad that he tries so hard and got so far, but in the end it didn't think about it.
Literally. In the end, it didn't even matter because his most notable roles are Joker in Suicide Squad and Morbius.
And he wants to act like he doesn't get offended by the Morbius jokes and even plays in with them and says it's Morbin time on Twitter and stuff.
It's Morbin time.
But it's so obvious that he's really butthurt about it.
Okay, but hear me out. It's Morbin time. God damn it, I broke my wall again!
I'm done with Sony's superhero movies, honestly. Because Venom 1 and 2 sucked, and Morbius sucked.
I didn't watch any of them. God.
I saw...
This haste is ruining my building. I break blocks too fast.
You watch Diamond Bolt?
The fuck is Diamond Bolt?
Oh my god. He did a video talking about the worst superheroes of all time, or superhero movies of all time, and in the video he did Morbius, and he said, like, everything about Morbius was funny except the actual movie.
I'm gonna be honest,
Like
I thought Diamond Bolt was a movie.
Like, he said that he went to see it with some friends, and they were all giggling and laughing before the movie started, and then during the movie they didn't laugh once. He's like, and then he said, I think the problem is that everything about Morbius is funny, but the actual movie Morbius.
Everything about Morbius is very funny, except the actual
Morbius.
movie.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time. Wait, do you think? Hang on, I'm gonna type in chat. It's I mean, I'm on a solo world, so it's not gonna matter regardless. It's Morbin time. Type it in Minecraft just because. Where the fuck is this Enderman? I hear him. Where is he? Where's the rat bastard?
I remember Jack's Films made this video about like, oh, Joker best scenes. It was like acted like it was filmed in a theater. It's like, I wonder if there are any Jokers in the audience, and then like everyone in the audience laughs. Like you hear a bunch of people in the audience go, ha ha ha. And then at the end he says, I'm gonna kiss Batman right in the frickin' nips, and then everyone starts cheering. We live in a society.
Society. Society is to blame. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've spoken once during this entire stream. I just realized that.
What stream?
The stream I'm streaming right now.
You have been talking during the stream.
Kind of. Honestly, I'm so tired that I'm glad you wanted to do all the talking today. I'm tired, man.
I'm tired too. Because I fell asleep
boy
at around
gang.
11, and my body woke me up around 4 a.m., and I didn't fall back asleep. And then at 2 p.m., I fell asleep and got back up at around 3, and I still... So I've gotten like a combined 5 hours of sleep all day.
For a moment.
So I am very tired as well. Like, literally, I have so many collections of horror movies, but I don't have the collection of Halloween, because you can't find it.
It just doesn't exist. It's not
Like,
existent.
I
You're never gonna find it.
have the box set for all the Child's Play movies, except for the remake, but I have the remake on Blu-ray anyway. I have all of the Nightmare on Elm Streets. They have their own release because they're all owned by New Line.
Mhm.
I have the first 8 Friday the 13th movies. I don't have Jason Goes to Hell or Jason X yet.
To be fair,
remake.
you're not missing much for those movies.
And I have all the Saw movies except Jigsaw in a box set, but I have Jigsaw separately. Or not Jigsaw, I mean Spiral. Jigsaw came in the box set. I meant Spiral with Chris Rock.
Spiral.
And with
Would
Chris
you
Rock,
like to
aka
go in
Marty
a
the Zebra.
spiral?
And I also have all the Resident Evil movies in a box set.
Are
And
any
I
of
also
them
have Full
good?
Open Records.
It's based off of video games, so my guess is no.
There are some good parts of the first one, and I will admit there are a few good scenes in all the other ones. But overall, no.
Overall, it's not that good.
The problem with Resident Evil, the first movie from Paul W.S. Anderson, the problem with that one is that it had basically nothing to do with the games except for the idea of Umbrella Corp and liquors. That's about it. And zombies, of course.
Liquors.
And zombies.
I'm gonna lick
And
you.
That's basically all it has for the first one. And it teases Nemesis at the end.
Yes.
That's all that it has to do with in the first movie. That's all it has to do with the games. So the problem with that one is it doesn't have enough to do with the games.
The
Welcome
problem
to
with the
Raccoon
others
City.
is too much with the games.
Yes.
Yep, called it.
Like, it literally felt like it was just name dropping the entire time. It's like, guys, this is Barry. This is
Guys,
Barry.
remember this?
Remember Leon? This guy, this Hispanic man with very not blonde hair is definitely Leon, guys. That's another problem, is that none of the actors look like the characters.
Literally.
Like, Wesker looks like he's like 20, and Leon is like some Mexican dude. The only one that looks good is Claire. And like it even has the truck driver from the remake. Like, that eats the burger and then hits a zombie. It even has that in the movie. And the problem with that movie is that it tries to tell me that Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 happened at the same time.
Really?
No. Well, really, yes, it did, but no, there's no way it could have happened. You want to know what did take place at the same time? Resident Evil 2 and 3. Those took place at the same time. Well, Resident Evil 3 takes place the day before and the day after Resident Evil 2. So it's around the same time.
Gotcha.
But it tries to tell me that while that Leon comes in to Raccoon City Police Department as STAR's Alpha Team is being sent to the Arclay Mountains. No.
Mhm.
I do like Brian Irons in that movie. That's like the only good part of the movie was Brian Irons was made me laugh the whole movie. And that woman that played Claire did a good job.
That woman.
I don't know her name, but she did a good job. And you can tell that at least the director of this one actually played the games. At least you can tell that much.
At least he played the games.
Unlike Paul W.S. Anderson. Fun fact, Paul W.S. Anderson, you know how he puts Mila Jovovich in all of his movies? Even the Monster Hunter movie that he made?
No, I'm not a movie nerd like you.
Well, he made a Monster Hunter movie, which is another Capcom property. Can Capcom stop giving their IPs to Paul W. S. Anderson to make movies into?
Can we just stop making video game movies? They're never good.
And for some reason, they made the Monster Hunter movie PG-13. And like the problem with the movie for me, like every single time a character gets flung into the air or a character gets stabbed or something, it goes into slow-mo. Like literally every single time. The funniest and best part of that movie is where Ron Perlman punches Milla Jovovich in the face. That's the best part of the movie.
Interesting.
Also, the reason that Paul W. S. Anderson keeps putting Milla Jovovich in his movies is because that's his wife.
Oh. Yeah,
Although I will
that
admit,
makes sense.
from what I've seen, Milla Jovovich is a really nice person. She seems cool in all the interviews. And I've watched her. I've seen her Twitter, and she's pretty cool. She even put in her Twitter how to pronounce her name because everyone kept saying Milla Jovovich. Everyone kept saying Milla Jovovich or Milla Jovovich.
So she's just like, fuck it, I'm putting it in the fucking Twitter bio.
In her Twitter bio, she said like the first line of her Twitter bio.
It's like it's pronounced this. Get it right.
No, it's the first line in her thing is like how Google, whenever you write the definition of something, it shows how to pronounce it. It does. Yeah. It says Milla Jovovich, like she's Russian, so it's pronounced Jovovich, not Jovovich.
Yeah.
And also, fun fact: her daughter played a young Black Widow in the Black Widow movie.
I've never seen that movie.
I watched it in theaters because a couple friends wanted to see it, and I hated it.
You hated it?
They ruined Taskmaster.
Bruh. How do you ruin Taskmaster?
You make him the daughter of the business mogul.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Anyway, I love Milla Jovovich got to actually played the Monster Hunter games before she was on the movie. Like she even said in the interview. She even said in an interview, she's like, because they asked her about her daughter being in the new Black Widow movie. She says, my daughter would come into the living room and see me playing Monster Hunter on the TV, and she'd say, "Mommy, why are you playing games for so long? You don't let me play games for this long." And then Milla would turn to her and say, "Mommy's working right now." She has to play the games to understand them more. Although I will say that while it's obvious Milla Jovovich played Monster Hunter, I don't think Paul W. S. Anderson, the director, did. I don't. Why in the movie are they using fire swords against the Rathalos?
Why not?
Fire against fire.
Sounds like a great idea to me. You ever heard of fight fire with fire?
So, I think I still have live text that I sent to my friend while I was in the theater, because I don't text in the theater if I'm watching like an actual good movie, but I was the only one in the theater and I really didn't care, so I didn't have a problem with texting during the movie.
Oh, I completely forgot how to dye glass. Okay, well, fuck me then.
Like here's actual live text of me in the theater for Monster Hunter. Probably gonna go see Monster Hunter now because I hate myself and make poor financial decisions. My friend said
poor financial decisions.
My friend said, "LOL, alright." I said, "But I'm gonna be a smart boy and buy some candy at the local Dollar Tree rather than pay $5 for it at the movie theater." And I even text my friend. I said, "I worked at the movie theater when I was 16, and the smallest candy was $3.75, and now it's $4.50."
Inflation.
Yeah, he literally responded with, "Bruh, inflation be like."
Literally.
Let's see.
What time is it anyways? Yeah, I might end the stream soon. I'm tired.
Okay. Trying to find.
I sleepy.
Here we go. During the trailers, I sent my friend a text saying they're making a Demon Slayer movie. This was before Mugen Train came out. You wanna know why Demon Slayer was the highest grossing anime movie of all time?
Why?
Because it actually got a wide release in theaters. And didn't play at like 5 theaters throughout the country. I think that might have contributed.
Yeah, that might have had something to do with it.
Alright, here's some live text. I said, quote, "These Marines are using the same goggles I used for an OC cosplay." I said, "They don't look like they're in Marine uniforms. They look like they're cosplaying." All caps, "Stop going to slow motion every time someone is in the air. Someone
Slow
gets
motion's
impaled.
Cool.
Someone gets impaled, 0 blood because PG-13. This was sent like 10 minutes later, still no blood. I will praise that it's not afraid to show men fighting women and not have the whole girl boss and show her easily overpowering him. It seems equal and they're both trading blows."
Ah, yes,
This one
fight the matriarchy.
That's when I put
I'm gonna get
nice
canceled for
Hershey's.
saying that.
Nice Hershey's product placement, very subtle. And by very subtle, I mean there's like a whole scene where one of the characters gives a Hershey's bar to the other character from this dimension, and he eats it really fast and is like, "I love chocolate."
Chocolate. Chocolate.
And then I said, "I never thought I'd laugh so hard at Ron Perlman punching Mila Jovovich in the face." And then for the next 5 minutes, I just put in all caps, "Furries, furry cook. The cook is an anthropomorphic cat. Furry, furry." And then I put in
Man,
all
I
caps,
love
"Why-"
furries.
and then all caps, I put, "Why are you using fire against Arapalos?"
Guys, just use fire to take out fire. It's that simple.
And then at the very end of the movie, I texted, "They expect there to be a sequel. That's cute."
Me waiting for my zombies to spawn so I can repair my pickaxe. Yeah. This is the last thing I'm doing on stream. So I gotta fix up my pickaxe.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. I like my dick sucked. I'll buy you a sick truck.
Okay, horny man, listen here.
Also, fun fact, Stranger Things Season 2, one of the parts in Stranger Things Season 2, I forget, it's episode 2, in episode 2 of Stranger Things Season 2, they used the same sound effect as the backstab sound effect from Dark Souls.
Really?
Yes. I'll send you the link to the video.
Alright. I'll check it out after the stream.
It's only like 30 seconds, so it's not gonna destroy your brain.
My brain is fried, homie.
Same. Yeah, it's 12 seconds long.
You know what my dog thought would be real funny to do today? Just absolutely scare the ever-loving shit out of me.
Good girl. Athena is good dog.
Athena is a good girl, good dog, but also stop scaring me,
Asshole.
please. Yeah. You're gonna give me a heart attack, Athena.
I love Athena. I don't want to give Athena pets.
Athena would try to bite your hand off if you did that.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, she is not a people person.
My dogs are spazzes. I love my dog Louie, and then there's my stepdad's dog, Lucy. Lucy's a little shit. As much as I like Lucy, she's too invading of privacy. Like, she'll crawl all over you, and she'll like get right up in your face. It's like, you're at a 7, I need you at a 2 right now. And my biggest problem with her is that she will shit in the house. Even if you let her outside, she'll come right in and shit in the house. And like, and you can say, "Oh, she doesn't know any better." Yes, she does, because as soon as you find it, she'll run under the bed. So she knows what she's doing is wrong.
She does a little trolling. We do a little trolling.
Like, no matter how many times we show it to her and spank her and say, "No, bad girl," and like put her outside after she does it, she'll still go and do it the next day.
Do you think she's into that kind of stuff?
Ew. Do dogs have fetishes?
Do they? That is a good question.
I don't want to look that up.
If so, then my dog is into doming. 100%.
Hot.
Either that or just being a complete spaz. One of the two.
Me saying hot's probably gonna get me
Yep.
nailed as Z4NY.
Yep.
Yeah. Even though it was obviously sarcastic.
Every stream I do, somebody gets canceled.
Well, earlier you said fight the matriarchy or something.
Yeah. Men have rights too, you know.
How, men, you want to know a good example of men's rights? How come whenever I go to Spencer's Gifts, there's like 30 silicone cocks, but only 2 silicone coochies? Men's rights! Men's rights!
Men's rights! Guarantee
Why are
someone's
there 30
actually going to like protest about that or some shit.
30.
Oh, look at this snazzy zombie. And he's dead. I'm so tired. I just want to repair my pickaxe before I end the stream. Come on, zombies. I'm right there. Come on.
I love that Barry calls out that Kyrie's not a character. Like they'll say like there's a scene where Naminé comes up to Kyrie and says, "I'm your nobody, Kyrie," and Kyrie stares at the middle distance. And then there's a scene in his Kingdom Hearts 3 summary. He's like, it's like, "Oh, Sora, I have your best friend," and it's like, yeah, I've never met that person
I
before.
have your best friend.
And he's like, I've never met that person in my life, and it's like, this is Kyrie, your girlfriend. And it's like, I think I know what Riku looks like.
What?
And then there's a scene where it's like, Riku and Sora defeat Xemnas with the power of the Gay Blade. TM.
The gay blade.
Cause it's Gay Blade.
Gay blade,
It's
gay
gay
blade,
blade.
let it rip. I have ultra zoom.
Did you ever play with Beyblade as a kid? I didn't.
I didn't, but I did find one in my couch one time. And I have no idea how it got in there.
I still have like this little trolley rack Bakugan, even though I didn't even know what the fuck Bakugan were. I never watched the show. I just thought that the little toys, like the little toys that would pop open looked cool.
Fair enough.
I still don't know anything about Bakugan, and I never played or got into Pokemon as a kid.
Right.
Did I tell you why I will never play Pokemon?
No.
Okay, this is a somewhat sad story. So, in high school, I had this emulator for Fire Red. Like, I always said, I want to get into Pokemon, but if I'm going to get into Pokemon, I'm going to play G1. So I played the GBA remake of Fire Red on an emulator. And I got all the way to... Is it Cerulean City or Celadon City that's the gambling city? I don't know. It's like well past halfway through the game. And I had gone through this playthrough actually attempting to catch every Pokemon. So like I had like 100 in my Pokédex. And I came back to like continue one day, and my save data had corrupted, and it dared show me new game as if I was gonna try that shit again.
Bruh.
So I'm never gonna play Pokemon again.
I just don't care about the series at all.
Me neither. I genuinely don't know anything about Pokemon.
I only care about the fan art, and you take that in whatever direction you want.
I'm gonna take it in the direction of I'm gonna get the horny bat. Smash or pass? Would you smash Gardevoir?
Who wouldn't?
What about Vaporeon?
Which one is that again?
It's the water evolution of Eevee.
Like, describe what it looks like. I don't know jack shit about Pokemon, dude.
Me neither. I'll DM you a picture of Vaporeon.
Alright. Actually, I should know what Vaporeon looks like. I literally went through that part of the Smasher Pass like last night.
The reason, oh, the Smasher Pass Pokemon.
Yeah, no. Me and two other guys were doing a stream on someone else's channel, and we were Smasher passing Pokemon.
I would smash Lucario, 100%.
Same.
Because Lucario
Either I'd smash him or he'd smash me. I'd be fine with either.
Because Lucario is intelligent and able to speak English.
Oh, he is.
Well,
I just see
anime
furry. I'm like, yes, furry.
I DM'd you Vaporeon.
Alright, give me a second. I'm getting these zombies to get their asses up here. Get your asses up here. I need to shank you. Shank their bums. I got a potato! Throw the potato! Okay, let me see this image. That's video. Oh yeah, that's definite smash.
The reason I always say Vaporeon 4chan thing, have you read the Vaporeon 4chan things?
Oh, is Vaporeon the one where it's like, ah yes, Vaporeon is surprisingly breedable or whatever?
Hey guys, did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon?
Yep, that one. Yep.
Pokemon for humans.
Yep.
Not only are they in the field egg group, which is mostly comprised of mammals, Vaporeon are an average of 3 foot 3 inches and 63.9 pounds. This means they're large enough to be able to handle human. I can't say that word on stream. And with their impressive base stats for HP and access to acid armor, did you mute me?
I did not know. Why
I
did
heard
you? No, I was spamming the crouch
I'm gonna
button.
I'm gonna censor it. Don't worry. Human piece of anatomy I can't say, and with their impressive base stats
Human
for HP
BP?
and access to acid armor, you can be rough with one. Due to their mostly water-based biology, there's no doubt in my mind that an aroused Vaporeon would be incredibly wet. So wet that you could easily have word I can't say with one for hours without getting sore. They can also learn the moves Attract, Baby Doll Eyes, Captivate, Charm, and Tail Whip, along with not having fur to hide NIPPELES. I can't say that word out loud. So it'd be incredibly easy for one to get you in the mood. I genuinely just gagged there. That wasn't a joke, I gagged. With their abilities Water Absorb and Hydration, they can easily recover from fatigue with enough water. No other Pokemon comes close to this level of compatibility. Also, fun fact, if you pull out enough, you can make your Vaporeon turn white. Ew!
No fucking way. They did not write that.
It's 4chan, what do you expect?
Jesus Christ, dude. My pickaxe is almost filled, come on. Yeah, it's fine, it's good enough. I'm out. I'm tired, but... Oh great, it's raining. Why are there so many zombies out here? What the fuck?
Final parting words.
Yeah, one sec. There's like an army of zombies waiting for me.
Get them, boys. Rattle. No, wait, that's skeletons. I was gonna say rattle them, boys.
Rattle them bones. Alright, I'm just gonna Elytra out of here because I finally have a decent chunk of fireworks.
I have a question for you. What is the skeleton's favorite snack?
Rib bone.
Close. Ribs.
Oh.
Spare ribs.
Oh, duh, yeah, ribs.
Have you seen that video?
Should've
It's a skeleton's favorite snack. It's like bones, and he's like, no! He slams his head on the
Shut up,
box.
Sans!
No!
That beacon is beautiful. I love that beacon. Alright, let's survey the progress. We've got a defeated Wither, so we got a beacon. We've got a new road for the new town I'm gonna make down here.
Shock was the one who made that meme.
This looks very crowded. I might move this over like here or something. Whatever. We have a singular house. And this lovely road leading to the nether portal. If I can just walk on over here. There you go, there's the nether portal. So, I'm gonna get back to my house before I get murdered. So, you know, there could be an assassin after me, you know. Don't want to get assassinated, do we? Let me just get into my house. Got all my doggies and my other pets. Alright.
Chloe from Life is Strange is one of the worst characters in all of fiction.
Never played Life is Strange, don't know the character at all.
I haven't either, but I've watched enough of it to know that Chloe's a terrible person.
I gotcha. Well, do you have any final words for the streaming audience?
I don't know.
Lovely. Anyways, if you guys enjoy, leave it a ride. Stay undead, friends. I'm tired. I'm going to bed now. In fact, I'm gonna go to bed in Minecraft as well. Oh. Okay, well, let's just pretend I'm in bed. I will see you